We are maybe live. I hope. Oh, it's loading, it says. Maybe we'll wait a sec. Oh, and I think we're live. Hi everyone, welcome back. It's me again. You know the drill. It's Mitch's Moments. It's Saturday. We made it through another week. Here we are. And yeah, this is Mitch's Moments. I'm just gonna chat a little bit about my week, what I've done, movies I've watched. Let's talk about a place. We'll talk about somewhere. Got the big travel book ready to go, and I've already picked a country because, well, I was flipping through and it stopped at M, and I was like, oh, Monaco, that'll do. So, Monaco is this week's country of the week. So, let's read. So, Prince Albert II is king of this dynastic fairy tale roughly wedged between France and Italy's on Europe's most mythical celebrity-studded coastline, or French Riviera. Glitzy, glam, and bubbling over with self-assurance, the teensy tiny seaside state sizzles with resident millionaires, luxury yachts, and day trippers by the millions who traipse up to the Rock to see the palace, sip champagne at Café de Paris, and have a flutter at the casino. Basically, all above ground Hong Kong style skyscrapers jostle for sunlight as billion-dollar plans to expand Dubai style out over the sea hover on this unusual country's glittering blue horizon. Best time to visit is April to June and September and October. Top things to see: the changing of the guard, sharks above your head at the Musée d'Oceanographique, which I'm assuming is a aquarium. The graves of Grace Kelly, billionaire yachts moored at the port, world-class racing drivers tearing around during the Formula One in May. Yeah, so that's Monaco. It's tiny and it's very expensive. I've been to Monaco. I went there for a day when I went to Europe, and it was very expensive, and you have to pay to go in everywhere, and all these restaurants had like really, really expensive food, and I couldn't afford any of them, so I just got McDonald's instead, which was also very expensive, more expensive than usual. It's no like 50-cent cones and like $1.50 cheeseburgers. It's all very, very expensive, and it's much fancier than Australian McDonald's. Yeah, but that's it. That's Monaco, and Grace Kelly was the queen or like princess of Monaco because she married like the prince or king of Monaco or something. But yeah, if you know who Grace Kelly is. If you don't know who Grace Kelly is, Google Grace Kelly and you can find out a bit more about her. So this week, what I'm going to talk about is something that I was prompted to from TikTok. So I was scrolling through TikTok as usual. I was, doing my usual morning, like 4-hour TikTok binge where I just scroll through my For You page for hours and hours and hours until I have to get out of bed. And one came up and it was like this person reenacting a scene from Charlie's Angels, and then I just basically had a head spin and I was like, I need to watch Charlie's Angels immediately. So I decided that I was just gonna watch all of the Charlie's Angels movies. Well, there's only like 3 of them that I wanted to watch anyway. So there's the first Charlie's Angels, there's Charlie's Angels Full Throttle, and then there's the new Charlie's Angels. And yeah, so I just thought that I'd talk about Charlie's Angels because I really love it. First of all, Drew Barrymore. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I just love Drew Barrymore and everything she's in. Cameron Diaz, Lucy Liu, perfect cast. It's incredible. And then in the new one, with Kristen Stewart, I would do anything to meet Kristen Stewart, if I'm honest. I just love her. I think she's amazing. A lot of people have opinions about her from Twilight. They just think that she's like a boring, like, just very monotone, like doesn't really have any acting, like, talent. I totally disagree. I think Kristen Stewart is probably one of the best actresses ever. She's so amazing. I love her in Twilight because I think that she was like perfectly cast for the role of Bella, and everyone says that she was boring, but like if you've read Twilight or any of the Twilight novels, I think Bella was a boring character. Like she was obviously there was obviously lots to her, but I think that yeah, I think she played the character well. Even though she might have been boring in the movie, she was boring in the book as well. She was very like damsel in distress, just wanted Edward to like take her away. Anyway, we're getting off topic from Charlie's Angels. What I'm going to do is, because we know how much I love a quiz, I'm going to do a quiz and find out which Charlie's Angels I am, or which Charlie's Angels character I am. I feel like I'm probably a Bosley. I don't think that I'm cool enough to be an angel, but that's okay. We'll see. We'll find out. But anyway, if you don't know the stories of Charlie's Angels, if you haven't seen it, first of all, you need to see them all immediately. Second of all, Charlie's Angels is basically about these women spies who like are run by Charlie Townsend, I think, and he's pretty much just like a billionaire, like basically like private security firm, and he just like tries to save the world and blah blah blah. And Charlie's Angels, who are the main characters, like Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz and Lucy Liu in the original, well not the original, but the second original, the ones from the early 2000s, are basically spies, and they're like super cool, and they do all this cool stuff and like, yeah, save the world kind of. So, we're just going to find out which Charlie's Angels character I am. So, we're going to do a quiz. So, we'll open it up. So, alright, which set of angels has your favourite look? So there's the Charlie's Angels from 1976, which is like the original Charlie's Angels, which I haven't actually seen, but I feel like I'm just too invested in the new originals from the early 2000s. So I'm going to go Charlie's Angels Full Throttle though, because there's a scene at the start of that movie where they're falling off the side of a dam and like a helicopter's falling off a truck, and then they like start the helicopter as it's falling out of the sky, and they all like jump into the helicopter somehow. So we're going to go with Charlie's Angels Full Throttle because I just think that scene is so ridiculous. The CGI in it is just atrocious, but it's amazing. What is your favourite spy-centered series? 007, Totally Spies, Spy Kids, or Charlie's Angels? I think, as much as I love Charlie's Angels, I'm going to go with Spy Kids because Spy Kids was just like my childhood. So we'll talk about that another week. What unsuspecting household object would you turn into a spy gadget? Lipstick, evening gloves, pen, belt, hairbrush, or a ring? I think a ring. That also reminds me of something out of Spy Kids. There's this scene where the parents are like tied to a chair, and the mum like turns her ring around, and it's a laser, and it like cuts the like chain or the rope or whatever that's tying them up, which I thought was really cool. So I'm gonna go with ring because like laser ring would be pretty cool. Okay, 4. Pick an eyeshadow look. Look, I'm probably not the best person to ask about eyeshadow, but I'm just going to show you. I'm going to go with this one. Oh, that one. Okay, question 5. Pick an eyeliner color. Oh, God. That's so random. Black, that'll do. Basic black. Pick a lip. Ooh. Lip color. We're going to go with green because it's like dark and mysterious. Let's continue on. Next question. It's just loading now. You're working on your pitch to the Angels. What role do you think you'd excel in? IT and research, security services, translation and negotiations, weapons and engineering, recon, or assassination? I think IT and research. I'd be good with that, like researching like where we're going to go, what we're going to do, that sort of thing. Who's performing the soundtrack of your spy missions? So Lizzo, Miley Cyrus, Lana Del Rey, Ariana Grande, Cardi B, or Rihanna? Ariana Grande, 100%. Ariana Grande is, I was going to say underrated, but she's absolutely not underrated. She's so famous, but I love her. Question 9. What's the best season to do spy stuff? I think summer. Like, winter's too cold and it's too hard to get around and nobody wants to go anywhere or do anything, so I think summer. 10. Where's the best place for spy stuff? Asia, Europe, Antarctica, Australia, the Americas, or Africa? Europe, 100%. There are so many spy movies in Europe. I watched The Spy Who Dumped Me last night with my friend over FaceTime, and it's just so good, and it just takes me back to Europe, which is amazing. Choose a hat to hide your identity. Oh god. None of these are very subtle. They're all like very wide brim hats, so I think I'm just going to pick the brown one. That'll do. It's a fashionable brown hat is what it says, so we're just going to go with that one. And what's your favourite holiday? Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, the 4th of July, or my birthday? Well, we don't celebrate all of these in Australia, so we're just going to go with Christmas for now. Question 13. How many languages do you speak? 1, because I have no time. I'd learnt like 3 sentences in German when I was in Germany, but that's about it. What's your favourite type of soft drink? I'm going to go with raspberry. What male celeb would make the best Bosley? Paul Rudd, Idris Elba, Patrick Stewart, Michael Fassbender, Chris Evans, or John Legend? Paul Rudd, because Bosley was played by Bill Murray in the earlier 2000s version of Charlie's Angels, so I think Paul Rudd and Bill Murray have like a similar type of comedy, so we're going to go with that. Wait, what? Well, which female celeb would make the best Bosley? Oh god. Alyssa Milano, Queen Latifah, Janelle Monáe, Meryl Streep, or Catherine O'Hara. Queen Latifah, 100%. She's just like got that sort of role going down. What's a talent you wish you had? Acting, singing, cooking, fighting, musical instruments. I think singing. Singing is so cool. I wish I could sing. I have no singing talent. And what's a talent you do have? None of these. Makeup and fashion, that'll do. I don't think, I think it's a bit bold of me to say that I have fashion skills when I'm wearing this currently, but that's okay. Choose a pet sidekick. A sly cat, a loyal pup, a bird, a lizard, a snake, or a ferret. A bird, I think. I think a bird would be like the most useful pet to have as a spy. And who's your real life partner in Spy? My best friend would probably be my spy partner. Choose a hairstyle. So we're going to go short and stylish because I think that's like the most like, they had just like when spies wear like a bob wig. I just think that looks so cool. What's your favorite social media site to use? Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Tumblr, or LinkedIn? Well, nobody uses LinkedIn. TikTok's not in here, so I'm just going to go with Instagram because I'm constantly scrolling on Instagram. It's just question 23. Pick a chart-topping single. Ooh, Thank You Next by Ariana Grande. As we said before, I love Ariana Grande. Is there room for romance in a spy's life? Absolutely. Have you not seen any spy movie? Ridiculous. Spies always have time for romance. What's a place you've always wanted to visit? Egypt, top of the list. Really want to go. Pick a Marvel character you'd love to have as a partner. There are so many questions here. Wow, I did not realize how long this quiz was. Spider-Man. Pick a DC character to have as a partner. Superman. He can do anything. We'll just go with Superman. Favorite meal? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, brunch, happy hour, dessert, brunch, 100%. Coolest mythical creature? Dragons. I think dragons are cool, so it's going to go with dragons. Favorite fruit? Strawberries. Love strawberries. Pick a classic cartoon character. The Looney Tunes. I was obsessed with the Looney Tunes Back in Action movie from the early 2000s. That was like my favorite movie for so long, so we're just going to go with that. 33 questions. How would you get around as a spy? Jet, of course. We're not no like basic spies. We've got a jet. Which wild animal do you feel embodies your spirit? Turtle. I love turtles. Pick a Pokemon starter. Bulbasaur. I love Bulbasaur. Always pick them. Pick a precious stone. Emerald, because I love green. Last question. Finally, we're at question 37. There didn't need to be this many questions for me to find out which Charlie's Angels character I am. The last question is, how would you rate this quiz? It was okay. It was too long. Let's see my results. Let's find out who I am. It's working its magic, it says, apparently. Waiting. So I'm Elena. So she's the new Charlie's Angel. She was played by oh my god, I actually can't remember her name. What is her name? Now I'm like, I need to find out what her name is. IMDb. She plays the Pink Power Ranger in the new Power Rangers movie, which, as I've talked about before, I love Power Rangers as well. And the new Power Rangers movie was a bit of a disappointment, but I still enjoyed it. Power Rangers. Naomi Scott. Naomi Scott. She also plays Jasmine in the new Aladdin movie, like the live-action Aladdin movie. So it basically says newest edition to Charlie's Angels, while you begin your journey as a systems engineer and whistleblower, you work hard to become a full-fledged angel and protect the world from the evil hands of those who wish to do it harm. Like Elena, you like to look at things from the inner workings and take facts as facts measured against for you personal feelings. Okay, so yeah, that's who I am apparently. I'm apparently this character. So, that was a longer quiz than I was expecting, but that's my Charlie's Angels character. So, as I usually do, I'll put a link to the quiz so you can do it yourself, even though it is very long. Yeah, I'll put a link to that below, and yeah, that's about it from me, really. As I say every week, as things are sort of going back to normal here where we are in the valley, yeah, things are also, sort of spiraling a bit out of control in the city. So it's always good to just like, it's probably best to still stay at home, just, keep safe, make sure you're looking after each other. As I say every week, just make sure that you're checking in with people, checking with your friends, checking with your family, make sure everyone's doing okay. Because again, as I've said before, while we have been sort of locked up for a little while, it's starting to weigh on people a little bit more. So yeah, just recommend checking in on people, making sure they're okay. If you need any help with anything, get in touch. And yeah, hope you all have a good weekend, and I will see you next week.